All right, we have an important update for you about EPCAL, and as you know, there are plans to destroy this beautiful area of Pine Barrens, and it is this proposal that Riverhead wants to actually sell this land and to build a cargo hub here would pretty much destroy a large chunk of the Pine Barrens as we know it, and all this beauty could be lost. All of this beautiful pines here, and also this too, the grasslands as well that border the pines as well. And we know that EPCAL is right here. This is the area it is in. And there's a former Grumman site, but it has been left pretty much in its natural state for nearly 30 years now. All right, and we have an important area of Pine Barrens here. This project would create an air cargo logistics hub here, and let's talk about the latest here about this. All right, there's a petition out there. All right, and if I haven't shared it, I'm going to share it for you in this video. I believe I have it shared in the past, but it says save EPCAL from becoming an air cargo distribution hub, and you can see, look at these. They knocked down all the trees. Huge. These buildings are huge. Look at this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumbo jets there, parked there for air cargo. So it says, we are grateful for your support to protect 1,000 acres of environmentally sensitive land at EPCAL from sale to Calverton Aviation and Technology. So 1,000 acres has been protected, and that's mainly on the west side. That's this side right here. I'll draw it out for you. So this area right here, more or less this area right here, that has been protected. But there are still areas that could still be destroyed. And that's the problem. If we move this map over, you will see that you have this big area here as well. This is the area that we've walked in. This is a beautiful area of Pine Barrens over here. And much of this could be destroyed. All of this could be destroyed. All right. So that's just part of it. Then they would destroy more over here too, as well, and over here too. So let's go to this here. So it says here, it turns out the only way to truly save this precious land is to stop the whole discredited deal. Otherwise, the Garmesian family plans to build an air cargo distribution hub at EPCAL. We need to alert and mobilize all 7,027 petition signers, including those who can be present at an important public meeting on Wednesday evening. Unfortunately, like I said, the time it is, I can't go there. But I wish I really could be there. And if you can go, I urge you to go. When the Garmesians made their case to the Riverhead Industrial Development Agency, everyone discovered that their actual intended use of the land is no longer high-paying technology jobs or creating a Silicon Valley of the East Coast. As you can see in their own architect's rendering, they want to build 10 million square feet of warehouses and support buildings around 10,000 and 7,000-foot runways. Large cargo jets will land to unload on one side of the warehouses. Tractor trailers that line up on the other side will clog our roads. A 680,000 square foot Amazon warehouse in California and a smaller warehouse next door together generated nearly 6,000 vehicle trips per day, including more than 2,300 diesel truck trips. Imagine the contamination from noise and jet fumes of EPCAL's natural treasures and the impact on the quality of life and property values of thousands of East End residents. Aviation reports say jet cargo planes will be at 1,500 to 2,000 feet of altitude within 5 miles of the runways, as far east as Manitowoc and Hampton Bays, and as far west as Port Jefferson and Patchogue. By the time that they are over Calverton and Rocky Point, the planes will be flying at less than 1,000 feet, so you're going to have lots of low-flying planes over the Pine Barrens. We know this only because the Riverhead Town Board, without precedent, handed over its authority to the Riverhead Industrial Development Agency to avoid the mess it got into with the Department of Environmental Conservation and the Suffolk County Water Authority about subdivision of the land. Riverhead Industrial Development Agency is supposed to objectively evaluate the development plan of the Garmesians and their financial viability to complete it, despite the debacle of their heavily indebted American Dream Mall in New Jersey and allegations of fraud, trademark violations, and chemical contamination of an important sanitizer imported sanitizer product during COVID. Riverhead Industrial Development Agency could not begin its investigation because the Garmesians were late in transferring operating funds and financial information. But RIDA, Riverhead Industrial Development Agency, foretold its conclusion prior to any due diligence by telling an auditor that the deal would close in October. It needs to honor its own deadlines and find the Garmesians in default, which will bring the EPCAL nightmare to an end. All IDAs are inherently compromised by dependence on applicant fees from closings and follow-up. RIDA was explicit to the auditor that it relied on the EPCAL closing to continue as a going concern. RIDA has given the Garmesians the opportunity to once again put lipstick on a pig and explain why their representatives didn't mean what they said. We urge you to come and hear their case for yourself at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, May 3rd at the Hotel Indigo, 1830 West Main Street in Riverhead. And I'll show you where that is on the map. Bring questions and comments. We expect a big turnout, including of the media. This event offers a great chance to show the breadth and depth of the community opposition. Whether you can join us or not on Wednesday evening, please send an email or letter before then to Tracy Stark-James, Director of the IDA, I will, and copy it to the town board, wilhelm@townofriverhead.gov. The IDA must turn down all tax abatements and refuse to authorize the CAT project. The town board, as constituted now, or on taking office on after the November election, must commit itself to declare null and void this unfortunate contract. The newly elected supervisor and board must start fresh in discussion with the public to conceive and sell environmental, self-sustaining, economically productive, and community-responsible use of the 600 acres of developable land at a fair market price. They must guarantee for our children and grandchildren the undamaged preservation of the 1,000 irreplaceable acres. So it says here, and it has some links here. Summary of the last EPCAL saga is over here. They have a blog spot. Air Cargo Logistics Hub in Calverton, planned by 555 affiliate to enhance package delivery services on Long Island. Riverhead Local. Audit reveals Riverhead IDA anticipates October closing with Calverton Aviation and Technology for a major boost to agency's sagging bottom line. The latest version of the Garmesians' plan for public consumption is here, and town members must claim they didn't see the controversial EPCAL Air Cargo plans before they were publicly presented to the Riverhead IDA, Riverhead Local. And letters and articles from EPCAL Watch are over here. So they do have a page here that we can look at. And you can look at it here. I'll provide the link over. This was written on Monday, April 24th, 2023. So this is what it says here. History of Riverhead's EPCAL misadventure with Illuminati, Calverton Aviation and Technology, and the Garmesian family, 555. All right? So there's a whole thing about it, about the Garmesian family and just the history of it, which I've kept you updated on, but I'll put the links below. All right? So I'm going to share this petition with you, and if you haven't signed it, definitely sign it. And also write the people involved here in the article. I'll put them in the description below already. As well as the town supervisor, Yvette Aguilar, who she doesn't give a crap about EPCAL. All right, she doesn't give a crap about the Pine Barrens. She doesn't give a crap about EPCAL. And you know, I think a few years ago, I was at a Zoom meeting where they were saying, "Oh, the areas you're talking about will be protected. They will be protected." But when we looked at the diagram, they weren't going to be protected, and they were going to be destroyed. This drawing right here shows where the pines that I'm showing right here, this is going to be built on top of this. All right, so it's unconscionable. It's just unconscionable that this proposal can go forward anymore, and that it's gotten able to go this far with the state, without the state or the county stepping in and saying, this is a threat to our drinking water, this is a threat to the environment, and we're going to take this via eminent domain. That's what should have happened. Why the governor, why the county executive have not gotten involved is because they're in on the corruption too, obviously. This reminds me of what was proposed back in New Jersey. We can look at Pine Barrens Jetport. All right. And you can talk about here I have the link here right before you. This is similar to what they wanted to build in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. And people stopped it. They stopped it, and it resulted in the preservation of 1.1 million acres of the New Jersey Pine Barrens. All right? All right, so why haven't we done that here? This is a turning point here on Long Island. We're going to choose between taking the path New Jersey did by saving their Pine Barrens, or we're going to destroy our Pine Barrens by allowing this project to go forward. So that is the pivotal moment that we are at here on Long Island. All right, and it's very important that people be aware and get involved and stop this. I really wish I could be at that meeting, 6:30, but there's no way I could get back from there at that time. But I will certainly be writing those people tonight. Actually, I'm going to be writing the letters tonight. All right, because it's very important that we save these Pine Barrens here. All right, it's very important that we save the Pine Barrens here. All right, this is a beautiful area. Just imagine. And this is another thing that hasn't been brought up. We have the Calverton National Cemetery. All right, now the people that are at the cemetery, they're supposed to rest in peace. This is supposed to be a peaceful place for people who have fought and given their lives to this country, and their peace is going to be disturbed. Why hasn't the federal government gotten involved in saying this is disturbing one of our cemeteries? It's unconscionable. It really is unconscionable. It's just unconscionable. It really is. So again, this is the area that we're talking about. And if this gets built, this will never, ever be the same again. And it will be destroyed forever. And we will lose one of the most important parts of the Long Island Pine Barrens. We will lose it. So we must get involved. We must stop this project and do whatever it takes to stop it. All right. So that's all I'm going to say right now. Thank you for watching, and please get involved if you haven't already. The Long Island Pine Barrens needs your help very much as it's fighting for its survival. Thank you for watching.